Hey everyone, I'm George. I'm back with a new video. This is a new Uncanny Hauls video, and I wanted to start by thanking everyone who entered my giveaway, and here are the winners for the giveaway. So, Nestle, Desiree Sanders, The Infected Hunter, Daniela Saldivar, and Savior Kakawat. Y'all are the winners, and so I'm going to leave my contact information in the video description, so if you could please contact me because I want to get your address information so I can send these to you as soon as possible. So thank you so much for entering, and so let's start with the video. So the first thing on my Uncanny Hauls video is Black Panther Marvel Legends. I actually found this at Half Price Books, and I think I paid like $10.99 for it. It's a really awesome action figure, and when I saw it I was like, dang, that's really cool. It is the Marvel Knights version of Black Panther with the cape and everything, and I just thought it looked so cool, so that's why I grabbed this one. And the next item that I found is this Dragon Ball Z Funko Pop of Tien Shin Han and Chaozu. And I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan, so that's why I picked these up. I think they look really nice. I'm not sure exactly how much I paid. I think it was like 10 something at least, because GameStop's kind of a little bit overpriced, but when I saw this I went ahead and picked them up because I thought it was pretty awesome. The next thing I got, actually my wife found this and she picked it up for me. She was at Hot Topic. It is Dead Yamcha. This is one of the 2018 Summer Convention collectibles. And anybody who's familiar with Dragon Ball Z, especially the Saiyan saga, where the Z Fighters try and take on the Saiyans without Goku, know why this is significant. And Dead Yamcha's been so funny for a lot of people that he's become a meme. So whenever they came out with this one, I knew I wanted to get it, and I was really lucky that my wife picked it up for me. I'm not sure how much she paid. I think it was like $15, but I was really glad that she picked this one up for me. And the next thing I got is the Avengers Infinity War. This is the Target exclusive edition of this movie. I loved Avengers, and I can't wait for Avengers 4. I actually made a video speculating on my top 5 must-see moments from Avengers. If you want to see that video, you just check out my other videos. But this was really cool, and I love that they have different editions of the movies. It lets you pick and choose like which one you want, because Best Buy usually has like a steelbook, Target usually has this sort of thing with the book inside, Walmart has their own edition. So I think I paid like 27 something for this one, or 30 something. I don't know, I can't remember exactly how much I paid for this one, but it is really cool, and I'm really happy I grabbed this one. And if you by some chance want to see the unboxing video, I actually posted that also, so you can see what came with this edition. And the next thing I grabbed is actually a Walmart exclusive Deadpool 2 Blu-ray, and it came with this. It is the Fun Art edition, I think. I did an unboxing of it, and it has this mini Funko Bob Ross Deadpool figure. So I paid, I think, 20 something, but I'm a huge fan. I love the movie a lot. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you should probably check it out, especially if you're a Deadpool fan. But that's why I grabbed this one. I also did an unboxing video of this one, so if you want to check that out, it's in my videos. The next one I picked up, I was kind of shocked to find. It goes to show why you should always check the clearance section of wherever you're at, and I got this one at Target in the clearance section for $9.98. It is Resident Evil Revelations for PlayStation 4. I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. I'm really excited for the upcoming Resident Evil 2 that's going to be coming out. It's a remake of the original Resident Evil 2, so if you're a fan, you might want to check that one out. But I was glad to pick up this one. I've heard a lot of good things about the Revelation series. I haven't played them, but I'm looking forward to trying this one after I finish Doom. The next one I picked up, I also got at GameStop. It is a Funko Pop of Reptar. And when I was a kid, Rugrats was one of my favorite series, and one of my favorite characters from the Rugrats series was Reptar. And when I saw this, I knew I wanted to pick it up. I think I paid full price for this one because GameStop is kind of a little bit expensive, but I think it was like 11 or 12 bucks, but I was really happy to find Reptar. Another one I picked up at GameStop is the Venomized Captain America. I like the Marvel Funko Pops the most because they kind of have like the bobblehead thing going. When I saw this, I knew I wanted to pick it up. I love the Venomized version of these characters, so I thought it was super cool. The other one that I'm trying to track down is Venomized Hulk, but I saw this one and I loved it. I wanted to pick up the Iron Man one, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money because, again, GameStop's a little bit expensive, but I went ahead and at least grabbed this one because Cap is one of my favorite characters ever. And now we have a lot of comics coming up. And I got the comics from different locations, comic book shops, usually Half Price Books, because I'm able to find a lot of really good stuff at Half Price Books, so I try and pick it up when I'm there. This one is from a different location. This is from the South Austin Half Price Books I like to go to. Kick-Ass number 4. I'm a huge fan of the series, and it's an awesome cover. I got this for half cover price, I think. Kick-Ass number 5. Again, a huge fan of this. I think I got it for half cover price. Kick-Ass #1. This is the director's cut of this issue, but I'm still happy to have it because I'm a big Kick-Ass fan, so I was glad to grab this one. And this next one I got for 50 cents, Infinite Crisis #3. This one has a really awesome Jim Lee cover, and I was glad to pick it up for 50 cents. Next one I picked up, Kick-Ass #2. I got this one for half cover price. And I also got this one for half cover price. This is Action Comics Annual #1. I think the reason I picked this one up is because I love when Superman and Batman team up, and so I thought this was an awesome cover, and so that's why I grabbed that one. The next one I picked up is Batman #430. I paid $1.50 for that one. And another one I picked up is Evil Ernie #1. It says it's the special limited edition. I'm not sure if this is the first appearance of the character. I don't think it is, but it is a really cool cover. Evil Ernie's kind of crazy, so he has his fans. I don't know much about him, but I'm hoping to learn more about him. And I really like the cover on this one. I paid half cover price. Another one I picked up is Fables #13. I love this series. Fables is one of my favorite. It's ended, but I'm trying to get the full run, so whenever I see these, I try and pick them up. I paid half cover price. And this next one I picked up was a little bit strange. It's the Hot Topic variant of Bob's Burgers #12. It is still sealed in some original packaging that came from Hot Topic, but I like Bob's Burgers a lot. It's hilarious. I thought it was really weird and off-putting when I first started watching it, probably because the art style. But I've really come to love this series, so whenever I see these, I pick them up. And the next one I picked up, Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder #1. I think this is the Frank Miller and Jim Lee series. This one I think has some controversy to it, but I like the artwork and I like the writer and the illustrator, so that's why I grabbed this one. Paid half cover price for that one. Another one I picked up, Kick-Ass #3, and I paid half cover price for that one. And then I picked up Night of the Living Deadpool #3. I paid half cover price for this one. And then I also picked up Night of the Living Deadpool #4. Unfortunately, the store that I go to in San Marcos, they don't put their stuff in bags and boards, and so it can get damaged. And the next one I picked up is, I'm not sure why I picked this one up, but I wanted to give it a chance. It's the Rocketeer Adventure Magazine issue #2. It does have a really nice cover, and I paid half cover price for this one, but I'm not that big of a Rocketeer fan, but I know there are people who do love this character, and it does have really nice cover art also. And Night of the Living Deadpool #2 is another one that I picked up. I paid half cover price for that one. The next one I picked up is in really nice shape, and I was surprised to find it. I paid half cover price for this one. It's Action Comics #600. It does have a really nice George Bettis cover, and one of the reasons I also picked it up is because I thought it was kind of interesting to see Superman and Wonder Woman kissing. So, that's something that's kind of been on the fringes. It actually happened in the New 52 that they were a couple, but anytime you saw that before this, it was kind of like taboo, I guess. So that's why I grabbed this one, and it is in really nice shape. And the next one I picked up, Batman Adventures #13. It is in really nice shape. I do love the Batman Adventures comic book adaptions, and so whenever I find them, I pick them up. I love the artwork, and so I got this one for half cover price. And the next one I picked up is Batman Harley Quinn. When I saw this one, I was shocked, and I went ahead and picked it up as quickly as I could. It's not in as good a shape as I would have hoped it would be in, but it is a early appearance of Harley Quinn, so that's why I was glad to find this one. I got this one for half cover price. The next one I picked up is a variant cover. Unfortunately, it didn't have a bag and board, but it is Civil War II #4, and it does have a really nice cover. I do like it that it has that, sketch Rocket Raccoon cover, and it looks like they're in battle. It looks really cool. It's kind of hard to make out what's going on exactly, but I paid half cover price for this one. And the next book I picked up, Deadpool Illustrated, issue #2. This is the second printing of this issue, but Deadpool's always kind of a strange, interesting character. So I paid half cover price. Whenever I find these, I pick them up. The next book I picked up, another Harley Quinn book. This one's slightly different. It's DC Comics Presents, and it does have that same cover as the other Harley Quinn issue, but this one's different. It's a 100-page spectacular, and I don't know much about this one, but I did like the cover art a lot, and I paid half cover price for that. And then this next book, I absolutely love the cover. It is a Darwin Cook variant, and it is Green Lantern Corps #37, and it is that variant, but it is just a gorgeous cover, and I apologize for the glare, but I really love this cover art. Darwin Cook variants for the DC New 52 line are amazing, and so whenever I see them, I do pick them up. I paid half cover price for that. The next books I got were also from Half Price Books, and I got this one, Spectacular Spider-Man #213. I got in the clearance section for 50 cents, so that's cool by itself, but what was more cool is that it came with these. These are kind of like inserts, and actually I think this is really cool. These are like animation cells. I think certain versions or certain versions of the Spider-Man comics would come with these animation cells, and so I think these are really awesome. I've always liked them. There's one that has Venom on it. I think that's the one that I'm really looking for, but I'm happy that I was able to get this one. Another book that I got in the clearance section, Bloodstrike #1. I believe this is the first appearance of this character, and this is kind of a hot book also because Rob Liefeld, he recently sold his properties to Netflix, so I think this is going to be getting a Netflix series soon. And I'm also buying up Image books. So I got this Darker Image #1 for 50 cents. And I'm not sure if this is the first appearance of this character or not, but this is Youngblood #3. I got this one for 50 cents, and it does look pretty cool also. This is one that I paid $1.49 for, but I absolutely love this cover, Kick-Ass #6. This next one I found is a variant cover. I paid half cover price for it, and it is a pretty cool Captain America Deadpool variant. And another book that I pick up anytime I can find, Spider-Man 2099 #1. I think this is the first appearance of the character Miguel O'Hara, and he is the Spider-Man of 2099. I paid 50 cents for this one, found in the clearance section. The next book I picked up, Wolverines #1. This is a Scotty Young variant. I love Scotty Young. Whenever I see these, I try and pick them up because Scotty Young is one of my favorite illustrators. Another one I picked up is Venom, Lethal Protector #1. I think this is significant because one, it's awesome Venom art. Everybody loves Venom. And that I think this is his first mini-series, but I really like the cover art, so that's why I grabbed this one. I paid half cover price for that one. Another book I got in the clearance section, I think this might be a second printing. It is Youngblood #1. I paid 50 cents for this one, and it has that flip cover that I think is pretty cool. I thought this one was really interesting, and I really love this cover art. I paid half cover price for this one. It is Wonder Woman #329, and it has a really awesome Wonder Woman cover. This next one that I picked up is Witches issue #1. I actually think this one does have a movie in the works. I've read the series. It is a crazy series. If you like horror comics, this is definitely one that you're going to want to check out, and I paid half cover price for that. The next book I found in the clearance section is Superman, the Earth Stealers. I haven't read this one. I don't know if it's a good one. I think I've heard people say it's a good one, so I'm going to give it a chance. And another book I picked up in the clearance section for 50 cents. This is a duplicate of the other one, Youngblood #3, and it does have that Supreme. I think this is the first appearance of the character, but I'm not 100% on that. And I actually found another copy of that one, so 3 total in this just haul that I have here. I also found some Punisher comics. This is Punisher #14. I paid half cover price for that one, and it's in really nice shape too. And I also picked up another Punisher #15. He takes on the Kingpin in this one, and the book is in really nice shape also. And another book that I found in the clearance section is Savage Dragon #30. I think I grabbed this one because it has Spawn in there. I am still a big Spawn fan, and I think it's a really cool cover. And I found these at another Half Price Books location. The next book I picked up, Peter Panzerfaust #8. I paid half cover price for that one. Another one that I picked up that I was kind of shocked to find, Hellblazer #2. I did look for issue #1, but it wasn't there, but I was happy to get this one. Paid half cover price for that. The next book I picked up, I paid half cover price for, and I really like this cover. I think for a short period of time, Leo turned to the dark side. Leo's my favorite character, and I don't know how I feel exactly about that arc, but I really like this cover, so I went ahead and grabbed this one. The next one I picked up, paid half cover price for this one. I'm a big Deadpool fan, so I picked up Deadpool Core #1. Another one I found and I paid half cover price for, Deadpool #13. Another Deadpool book that I found that I love the cover art because I just like dogs. This is Deadpool Core #3, and you do see that awesome dog pool cover. And I was actually surprised to find these here because I think these are key issues. Walking Dead #108, this is the first appearance of the character Ezekiel, and Walking Dead #91. So that is, I believe, a key issue also. I paid half cover price for those, and I was just surprised to find them there. I found this one in the clearance section. It's Solar, Man of the Atom, #11, and I think it has the Harbinger kids. I'm not sure if this is like an early appearance or anything like that, but it is an early Solar book, so I went ahead and grabbed that one. The next book I found is Saga #12. This is the first print of this book, and I think anytime you can find Saga, you might want to pick them up just because Saga is such a popular series, and I've heard the earlier issues are really hard to find, so that's why I grabbed that one. Another book I picked up, Deadpool Core #2, paid half cover price for that one. Another Deadpool book I found, Deadpool #21. I really like the cover, paid half cover price for that one. And I was also happy to find Batman and Robin Adventures #6, and it is in really nice shape too. And this is one I was also surprised to find. The Wicked and the Divine #1. I believe this is also getting a movie. This is a first issue, but it is a variant cover. I'm not sure exactly when the series is going to get adapted, if it's going to be a TV series or if it's going to be a film. But when I saw this one, I went ahead and picked it up, paid half cover price. And then another one I found is Peter Panzerfaust #4 and Peter Panzerfaust #5. I paid half cover price for those. And the last one from that group is this Action Comics #41. And I love this cover. This is a Darwin Cook variant. It's just a funny Superman Joker cover. Not too serious, but kind of lighthearted. And so that's why I grabbed this one. Paid half cover price. And the next book I picked up is a really awesome variant cover of Edge of Venomverse #1. It is the X-23 Venomized cover, and I paid $2 for that one. Another one that I don't know much about, but I did pick up because it had an interesting cover, and it is an image book, is Redlands issue #2. And I paid $2 for that one. Another one that I found, I paid $1 for this one. This is Impress #1, and it is a Mark Millar book, so there's a good chance this one might be adapted onto a Netflix film or series. And the next books I found at the Austin location at Half Price Books, they had a ton of Deadpool books. I wish I had more money. I would have tried to pick up more. They did have a lot of key issues. They probably had like the first issue of Deadpool because they had issue #2, and I probably should have grabbed that one. But the ones I did get are Deadpool #4. This one has a hilarious cover of Deadpool punching a zombie Abraham Lincoln in a boxing ring, and Deadpool's always up to some crazy zany stuff, so I'm a big Deadpool fan, and I paid $1.50 for that one. Another Deadpool book, Deadpool #48. I paid $1.50 for that one, and it just has a funny Captain America cover with evil Deadpool and good Deadpool. And this one's actually a Hastings variant. It is Deadpool #11. It's the Hastings variant. I paid $1.50 for that one. And another one I picked up, Cable and Deadpool #45. I paid $2 for this one. It has Deadpool America, I guess, that version, the crossing. But it has a really cool cover, that's why I grabbed that one. Next one I picked up, Cable and Deadpool #2. I paid $2 for that one. It has a really cool Rob Liefeld cover. Another one I picked up, I think I paid $5 for this one. This is another Cable and Deadpool book, #44, but it has a really awesome Wolverine versus Deadpool cover. And another one that I picked up, I really like the cover art on this one, Cable and Deadpool #43, and it has a Wolverine and Deadpool team up. And I also picked up Cable and Deadpool #42. Love the cover art on this one, and I paid $2 for that one. So like I mentioned before, at some of the half price books, they have like grab bags, like 20 comics for $5. You can find a lot of cool stuff. I grabbed 4 of them, and I found a lot of really cool stuff. This is just a few of the items that I picked out to show you, but Death of X #1 is one of them that came in there. Captain America Civil War #11, and it has a really cool cover, Sam Wilson, Captain America. This is another really awesome cover of Captain America and Sam Wilson as Captain America. Mayday #1 was in there. MPH, or Miles Per Hour #1. This is another Mark Millar book, and this was in there. Green Lantern Corps Rebirth, and it has a really awesome Hal Jordan cover that was in there. DC Universe Rebirth #1, that was in there. And I love this cover. This is Justice League Rebirth #1, but this is the Joe Matguera variant, and I really like this one. I was so shocked to find this one in there. Revival #8 was in there. Infinity Part 6 of 6 was in there. Why the Last Man #7 was in there. Spider-Man #13 was in there. Infinity #3 of 6 was there. Infinity Part 2 was in there also. Guardians of the Galaxy #2. So there were a lot more, but these are the ones I kind of thought stood out the most, and probably ones I really want to keep the most, so that's why I showed you those. These are also ones that I picked up from that visit. This is Cable and Deadpool #49. Again, I love the cover art. I think this is Scotty Young artwork, but I'm not 100% on that, but I got this one for $1.50. Another one that I picked up, Deadpool Team Up #899, got it for $1.50. Has a very hilarious cover of Deadpool and Hercules hanging out. Another one I got for $1.50 is the Disciple #1. This is the first issue. I don't know much about this series, but I try and take chances on Image properties whenever, especially I see if like at #1, because they're really hot properties. You never know if they're going to get like a TV or film, and they're usually just really good books also, so that's why I grabbed this one. The next books I got were from my local comic book shop, which is Comic Relief in San Marcos, Texas. If you're in the area, you should definitely check it out because it is a great comic book shop. It's been there for a long time. The first one I got is this really awesome cover, Adventures of Super Sons #1. I love that full page cover art and I love these characters, so I got that one for cover price. Another one I picked up, I got this one because I heard a lot of people talking about it, that it was a pretty good book. So it is Farmhand #1, and it does have a really cool cover. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know what to expect, but I've heard a lot of good things about this book. Paid cover price. And last up, I got 2 of these issues. I do believe these are the first prints, and I was shocked to find them there. It is Die, 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 and it is the new Robert Kirkman book, and it does have something from Scott Gimble also. So I got 2 issues of those. I do believe it is the first printings of these books. So those of you who know I'm a big Robert Kirkman fan, anytime I can find this stuff, I'm going to pick it up because who knows, you never know where it's going to go. And they're usually really great books anyway, so I paid cover price for both of these. And we are almost finished. This next group I got from, I think, the Austin Half Price Books. I paid $2. It is The Walking Dead #181, and it has a really awesome cover. And the next one I picked up is Phoenix Resurrection #1. I paid $2 for it. I believe it's a Lionel Francis Yu cover, and it is a hologram cover, so it's really cool. Next one I found is Star Wars #1. I paid $2 for that one. And another one I picked up, I think this is the Arthur Adams variant of this one. It's The Walking Dead #159. It has a really cool cover with Andrea looking like the gunslinger, so that's why I picked up this one. I paid $1.50 for that. Another book that I found is Street Fighter Hyper Looting. This is the Loot Crate exclusive, and I paid $3 for this one. It is still packaged in the Loot Crate packaging, and so it looks really awesome and it is in really nice shape. Another book that I picked up, I believe this is a variant cover, Darth Vader #25. I love Darth Vader. He's one of my favorite characters. I don't know what that says about me because the villain's one of my favorite characters, but yeah, I love this cover a lot and I paid $3 for it. And this next one was really odd to find. So on my Instagram, I post a lot of videos and I'm actually trying to post videos to YouTube also, but I did a lot of hunting videos. There was a ton of Sandman books there, like I think the whole run was there, and a lot of them were priced kind of weird. Some of them were priced at like $10 and up, but I managed to find Sandman #1. I believe this is the first issue and first appearance of this character. I paid $1 for it. I'm not sure why it was marked solo, but when I saw it, I picked it up. I wish I would have paid attention and knew more about some of the other books because I think they were there, some of the other Sandman key issues, but I knew for sure about this one, so I went ahead and picked it up. Another book I picked up is Madman Comics #1. I think this is a significant issue. I don't know much about this character, but when I saw it, I went ahead and picked it up, and I got it for $1.50. And I think I picked up this next book. I paid $3 for it, but I absolutely love this cover art. It's gorgeous, and it is Vampirella, book 1, and it just has gorgeous cover art, so that's why I grabbed that one. Another book that I found, I paid $3 for this one. I think it's kind of a minor key issue. It's not in the best of shape, but it is a retro Captain America book. It's Captain America #181, and I paid $3 for that one. Another book that I found, Reborn #1. I paid $2 for this one. It's a Mark Millar book, so that's why I grabbed this one. And like I mentioned, some of the other Sandman books were priced weird, but I got this one for $1. This is Sandman #4. And I also picked up Sandman #2, and I got this one for $1. So I don't know why they were priced so strange, but I was glad to pick these ones up. The last one I picked up from that group is Amazing Spider-Man #30. I love this cover. I'm not sure if it's J. Scott Campbell. Yeah, it is a J. Scott Campbell cover, and it's a really cool, awesome Spider-Man cover. So I love this one, and I paid $1 for that one. And this is the last group of stuff that I picked up. So I think Half Price Books was having a pretty big sale when I grabbed these two, at least off one item, but I wanted to see it. I bought the movie, and I really liked the movie a lot, so I went ahead and got Ready Player One, and I paid, I think, $12 for this one, but I really liked the movie, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. And the last one I got this one for half cover price because I used that coupon on this. I think it was half off 50% of one item, and it is the Batman Dark Knight Saga Deluxe Edition hardcover. So original price, it was $24.99, and so half of that, I can't remember what that is, but it is a really awesome book, and it is huge, and it's in really nice shape, so that's why I picked that one up. So that's it for this video of Uncanny Hauls. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, I have a lot of other comic book related content. More than welcome to check that out. And again, thank you so much to the winners of my giveaway. Thank you for entering the contest, and I really hope you enjoy the Funko Pops when you get them. But please contact me first so I can get them to you. Again, I'll leave my contact information in the video description. I really appreciate your support, and thank you all so much for watching.